Hello, my name is Erica Lill, and I'm with 361 Firm here in Newport, Rhode Island, 2022. And I'm very pleased to be speaking with Jennifer, and I would love to hear a little bit more about yourself. Please introduce yourself and let us know what you're doing here.
Hi, how are you? It's so good to be here with everyone. It's such a gorgeous day. Wonderful, wonderful people. We just had a series of fantastic panels that were very rich in content, which we always like to see. And one thing that's quite fascinating today, if we want to pull a thread, which is a very important thread, is the power of community, right? And I think all of us gathering here today is a example of the power of community, what types of relationships and conversations can be unlocked through that. And that's one thing I'm super focused on these days as it relates to relationship capital, right? Because so much of the private wealth management family office world is focused on various types of capital, but oftentimes we don't over-index on relationship capital. So that's one thing that I'm fundamentally focused on these days, and it's a pleasure to be here because this is a place where it really exemplifies the power of relationship capital.
Wonderful. And thank you so much for joining the 361 community. We're so happy to have you. So I'd love to hear what your next chapter may be in coming and learn more about what you're going to do in the future.
Excellent. Yeah, so that there's a pun there, right? Like what my next chapter is, because I'm currently writing a book. It's about reimagining wealth. What does that mean? Well, it's quite individual because I believe that wealth is highly personal. And that's something that I've observed through being in the private wealth management industry for over a decade. And the conversation of wealth is actually a conversation of values, because wealth is predicated on values, because we are wealthy when we have an abundance of what we value, right? So it's been quite interesting. So this book is focused, like I said, on reimagining wealth, but also in the new wealth paradigm and what that looks like going forward. And that's everything from a pragmatic sense to a philosophical sense. So quite a large topic, but very, very excited to be focused on that.
Well, thank you so much. And thank you again for joining the 361 Firm. And thank you, Mark, for having us here in Newport, Rhode Island, 2022.
Come join our 361 Firm community of investors and thought leaders. We have a lot of events created by the community as we collaborate on investments and philanthropic interests. Join us.